Hey, Podcast America, welcome to episode, I think this is 106 of the Enlightened Neanderthals, brought to you by my company, Training Northwest. You can find at trainingnorthwestllc.com. I think by the time you guys hear this, there will be 7 days until the next rifleman camp, which is, I had a few cancellations, so I think there's 3 openings right now. You can register on the website if it floats your boat. And then also have now our, Christy and I are doing what we call grounded workshops, which is bringing some of our lessons learned from, I would say, the depths of PTSD and how to manage your own nervous system and return it to like a calm state. And I think it's very beneficial and relevant to almost everybody in 2025 American society. And that you can find at groundingworkshop.com. Today, Mike, Jordan, we talked about hunting putties and
the Woodsman.
So hang on a minute. How the fuck? I don't even know. You know what's getting really difficult is how to title these.
What's awesome?
I upload them, it's like, what do you want this thing to be titled as? So you put 106 :
and stuff.
Yeah, fucking dude, all over the. Every episode is all over the place, all over the place, all over the place. But half the time, I don't know what the fuck we talked about, and I'm making shit up to be the title, and I'm not even sure if it matches what we talk about. Does. All right, thank God.
Do you break it down too? Like, there's timestamps, or is this AI listening to our podcast?
What do you mean?
Like, it'll say intro, like from the very beginning, like from 1 second to 3 minutes and 45 seconds intro, and then it'll break it up, and then it'll be like the first 20 minutes.
Yeah,
and
I
it'll
don't do that. AI must be doing that.
It does a fucking really good job looking at them. Like, it titles them perfectly, but like
Are you looking up these stats, Jordan?
Of course I am.
But it makes it sound amazing, though. Do you guys want to hear this quick? I know this is our intro, but hang on. This is what it says. Hang on, we're opening. We're going.
Last time he pulled up AI on this.
Jordan's traumatized. In a different direction.
So for chapters on the last one, from 0 to 4 minutes and 7 seconds, new workshops for mind, body, and balance.
Ooh.
Because it was talking the intro.
Fascinating, yeah.
Okay, so then
I'd go to that.
From 4 minutes to 8 minutes, it was from bolo ties to public pajama debates. Right? It's like, oh, dude, it's kind of nailing it. Yeah. Then from 8:13 to 22 minutes, it was snakes, spiders, and pooping before phones. That's pretty good, right? It's nailing it. And then it's 22 minutes to 40 minutes, living through the most insane times of change. 39 minutes to an hour, war, attention, and finding your own flavor. 54 to an hour 2, bear defense and the psychology of peacocking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's nailing it.
I kind of like this.
Yeah. What is your own
Hang on.
flavor?
Where are you finding this?
This is on Spotify.
On Spotify. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Fucking A.
Yeah, it's breaking it down really good.
Anyway, enjoy the episode, guys.
Bye-bye.
Should have just hit record, but here we are.
Hang on, I ain't got no sound.
Oh, you got nothing in your mind.
Let me diddle your
wiggle me just a little bit. There you go.
Right where you like it?
A little deeper.
Pull out just a little bit more.
You want me to go
there, right there?
Okay.
Feels good. Is that good in your ears?
See, he said pull out, but I pushed in, and that's what he liked. So
now do it together real quick. What number? What slot you jack me in?
Yeah, 1.
Jack.
Number 1.
All right.
Yeah.
And we're back in business. I can hear.
Maybe we shouldn't have hit record. Sorry,
do we re-hit record?
No, we're good.
All right. So there I was battling the
surrounded
beast.
by blackberries and wild beasts.
But it was.
I'm almost, actually, after the stories you've had this year, I'm a little afraid of going hunting with you.
when animals strike.
animals-
This is when Mike strikes back.
Oh, shit,
now
maybe this could be.
I'm carrying a gun. I'm
The
looking
Empire
to get
Strikes
even.
Back.
Yeah. The animal needs to come to terms with what it's done to me
with
lately.
the force, with
Yeah.
the force that is entering the
Yeah,
mountains
dude.
this October.
I was being pacifist, what started with a chicken incident, ended with, well, hopefully it did end with a dog. And we don't even need to bump this into bear territory. But if I'm summoned, now I'm legally able to shoot it.
I don't know. Don't forget about the moose.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
I
yeah.
was talking about.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, the chicken is what really fucked him up.
The chicken, that rooster, man. Well, I'm happy to announce I have 2 roosters right now. This is the low. It's 2000.
What happened to him, Mike?
What did happen?
They went to a good cause. They went to their final home. We'll put it that way. And my dogs ate happy.
Yeah, that's acceptable usage.
Yeah.
Did you train him not to bite? Is that what you were doing? Yeah. Full circle.
Yeah. But yeah, so this
All right,
year,
so there you
look
were.
out,
Lots of
animal.
sign. Lots of
sign.
tunnels.
So you get up to that first spot, and it was holes through all the blackberry bushes. They
We're
had
talking
little
about
tunnels.
black bear for reference.
Yeah. No, it was hobos. They're tunneling through. And so we got up there and just kind of sat on the road. But I went after work on Friday, so by the time I was up there, it was like starting to turn. It wasn't dark yet, but we sat up there for a little bit, and then we walked up to the spot where we normally ditch bikes to go down, and we hit that. We kept going further, and we went up and to the right, and we followed the clear cut out there on the border. And we just sat there till it got pretty much dark. But we heard a little bit of crashing
barking.
and bumping.
Yeah.
And
Who's we? You and Dan go?
No, Dan couldn't make it. I went. Actually, 2 guys from work,
Oh,
and
nice.
they're like, "We're going to bike riding, bike riding,
Going on
bike
sweet.
riding."
Are there sweet jumps out
They're
here?
like, "We want to go bike riding, bike riding." And it's like, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna probably go Friday, take my bike and try and shoot a bear." And they're like, "Bike riding, bike riding, bike riding."
my
All
God.
they wanted to do was ride bikes. So they're like, "Yeah, we'll go.
They're
We'll come.
probably
You're gonna
sad
ride
about
your
riding
bike."
bikes by
Yeah.
the time they got to the top.
And so then it's like, "Hey, follow me into this clear cut that's 5-foot visibility," and like we're chasing a sound. But they actually had a good time.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they both were like Monday. They're like, "That was fun."
Were they out there barking back and forth?
We just heard a couple. Just
Okay.
one big sound is like, "What was that?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't tell if it was a grunt, a bark, if it's a deer or something, but you're like, that's not a normal. Hopefully not a bird.
Yeah, we got to start putting some animals down, huh, boys?
Yeah. No shit.
Well, fuck, dude. I'm so excited. I'm already packed for hunting. I am so excited for
he's already wearing the underwear he's going to wear on that
Yeah.
trip. I am too, because you guys showed
Because
her.
it's no underwear.
Yeah, that's right. I'm taking mine off.
the hunting football.
I just showed you guys that new barrel on my my old rifle. Thanks to Benchmark Barrels, is now rebarreled in 6.5 Creedmoor, and it just looks cool.
It looks badass.
Yep. So I am very excited to get that sighted in. Sighted in, Mike.
Yes.
Not zeroed.
Straight as an arrow.
Sighted in. So it's on the paper. Don't worry about it. No, get it zeroed and stretch it out.
Is there really a difference between sighted in and zeroed? Like zeroed
Yeah.
means it's flawless, but sighted in means it's in the ballpark.
Yeah, that's kind of how I interpret it.
Sighted in.
Zeroed is
What
very
about
detailed.
now? What if someone says lasered? we got this fucker lasered in.
Don't worry, I use
The hair won't
bore
grow
sight.
back.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's what they mean.
Yeah.
you can use it for a crew cut, dude.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Dude, I was talking to Dan last night, speaking of hunting, and he was talking about, because we were talking about your gun having some issues. You've had some rifle
The
issues.
7
over-
PRC from Bergara
Yeah.
has been nothing but issues. I am not pleased with the quality from Bergara.
Now,
And-
do you feel like it's that, or do you feel like it's the round itself?
If it was just the one rifle, I would chalk it up to no manufacturer is perfect, or it could be the ammo. But I also bought Nathan a 6.5 Creedmoor Bergara rifle, and his barrel is struggling as well.
Really?
Yeah, they're just not. They advertise 1 MOA guarantee, and they definitely did not deliver. And so when I went to have the warranty, I called them. I was like, hey, my gun is shooting like 3 inches. And they're like, okay, well, you can send it back there. First of all, the company's in Spain, so they have a distributor on the East Coast. So I had to get a hold of that distributor, which they said you can box it up and ship it back to us, which means I got to find an FFL, pay for, you know what I mean? It's a whole process.
Yeah.
Then they're going to evaluate it, which means that I've got to wait 3 months and then possibly just get the gun back with a note that says, sorry, we couldn't find anything wrong.
And it got dropped
after all
shipping.
And I was like, you know what? It's easier to just go see the guys at Benchmark who have become friends and get a new barrel from them. So very recently, they put their barrel on right before Greg and I went to Wisconsin to get those impacts put on. And so since then, it's been much better, but it still hasn't been shot in. It's still under 100 rounds on that barrel, so I just need time. And I need to get another 150 rounds through it so that the groups close up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to Dan.
And then sorry.
Shut up, Mike.
My bad, Mike. But I don't want to lose this train of thought. This wasn't anybody's fault, but when we were shooting with those impacts, I think because it's so heavy, you have like your 3-pound scope, which is not light, and then you add that impact on top of it.
It's got to be like a pound, huh?
Probably. And the very last shot I took of the day, the 4 bolts that hold the scope mount rail onto the receiver all just sheared off, and my scope just fell off the bench rest onto the ground. I was like, what the fuck? But just shooting that big Magnum cartridge with that much weight sitting on top of it. So again, the guys at Benchmark took it, milled out the receiver, and tapped it for bigger 10 millimeter bolts.
Yeah.
So that won't happen again. But still, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, Bergara, let's just start with some beefier hardware.
So the whole Picatinny rail fell off?
Yes.
Was it all mounted on a Picatinny rail?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Do you think you should have any attachments other than just your scope on a hunting rifle?
Scope?
Yeah. Wait, hang on. You're talking about deer hunting where we're drinking beer and just kind of slinging lead at anything that moves?
Yeah.
No.
Hip fire. Yeah. That's a nickname at camp.
I don't know. I was shooting a friend's really lightweight 7 millimeter mag last weekend. Like it's properly set up for mountain hunting, where the whole thing probably weighs 8 pounds. It was really difficult to get a stable sight picture behind it, and I think that was because of the lightweight. So there is a little bit of a trade-off where
the lightweight can be balanced, right?
Certain
guns pride
if
themselves on their
anybody
balance
could,
point.
Dr. Professor could find that balance
on
point.
it?
Yeah, make an arrow curve.
Yes.
And were you using the bipod or holding?
Yes. Using the bipod. This is even in the prone with a bipod and like a bag under my arm, but
maybe I'll just come out there and show you.
Yeah, please.
I'm free on Friday. You should. Fuck. I should have let you shoot my gun. I love Tikas.
Yeah.
They shoot so nice. What do you shoot? What's your?
Well, I was going to suggest that you get yours rebarreled into something with a better ballistic coefficient that would be fun to shoot out to 1,000 yards. Because once you come to Montana, you're gonna be like, oh God, I need more of this in my life.
What do you
better than a 30-06?
Yeah,
likely.
Telling me lies here right now, Mister. What do you think a 30-06 with 180 grain is gonna be damage wise? Like distance, can still do damage by distance.
I think you just got to read the back of the bullets and look at the foot pounds that are delivered.
I watched what a 185 grain 30-06 did to an antelope.
Yeah,
a couple times.
How far away?
Yeah, what was the range?
I
think 300 yards and in 30-06 is fucking fantastic because it's going to hit hard as shit.
Yeah, probably 150 yards. And it's too much. It's way too much.
And it's too much for deer almost. You're going to make a splatter mess.
Yeah, he ripped a fucking leg off. Like, and antelope don't have enough meat to waste. So it's just like, fuck.
There were both front quarters.
Yeah, he ended up just shooting him in the head.
Yeah.
Because it was like, come on, man. Like, he shot one that was laying down, and it just
Liquefied it.
fucked it up. It was like, oh, no. So,
So because it's the older shape of bullet, and you don't get like high performance bullets chambered in 30-06. You get soft nose hunting rounds, which again 300 yards is great, but after that you start to lose some of that pinpoint accuracy. Where it also depends on where you're hunting and like what the field conditions are and what you're into. Like I like combining like the long range shooting with the sport of hunting and trying to find like overwatch spots, and like even though we haven't put a deer down, part of the fun of deer hunting for me is just the setup and the, trying to find like a cool ambush spot where you're going to sit and kind of just observe the mountains for a couple hours. Yeah. You know what I mean? So having that added skill set of being able to hit a deer out to 600, 700, 800 yards makes it a lot more fun when you think of it as a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that the whole mindset that you have and you bring into it is a lot of like, that's the idea, right? Which makes it fun to go hunt with guys.
Yeah.
Finding somebody
guys who are just there to drive around on the roads and get drunk at night, that's not a fun weekend. But someone who turns it into like an adventure.
Yeah, but I mean, also just like the mindset of like, finding a hunting partner is not an easy thing, nor is it like something that should be taken lightly. Because you only get so many days in the woods, you only get so much time off from work, and to like leave your family to go be in the woods with people, like it really does matter. Like
that's true. Who
you choose to spend your time with, and there's nothing fucking worse than going into the woods with somebody who's not in it like you're in it.
Yeah.
Because some people just get bloodthirsty and they get fucking miserable, and they just let the situation just kind of like beat them down.
Like because they're not getting an animal right now, they're pissed off.
Yeah, you start seeing guys break down like real quick. It's like, oh, first day, oh fuck, just kind of getting into camp, can't wait, and then all of a sudden,
I was pretty sure we put something down by noon.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's guys there's guys who have been out for years and haven't gotten anything, and like their mentality just fucking dwindles, and then they get like, it felt like, obviously I'm speaking from experience, I've gone out to the woods with guys that are like really adamant on getting an animal to where they'll like sacrifice ethical shot, they'll sacrifice friendships. Yeah. Like they start doing like weird shit, and it's like, guys, like calm the fuck
I have
down.
noticed there's a lot of ego in hunting with like, because for me it doesn't feel embarrassing or like it takes away from who I am to say I'm new at hunting, and I'm not very good at it.
Yeah,
because it's like walking into a jiu-jitsu gym and like trying to hide that you're new.
Yeah,
you can't hide that you're new. I'm learning as I go, and I'm kind of making up shit, and I'm trying to find ways to make it fun. But there are a lot of guys who really like, oh, you're going up there, these fucking idiots. You know what I mean? There's a lot of that attitude when you run into other people out there, like in camp or in the woods or whatever, and you can sort of sense it coming off of them. And it's like, you guys, so you're out here being miserable. You're being miserable fucks. You're not having any fun because you have your ego all wrapped up in whether or not you can shoot an animal that doesn't even shoot back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, on top of that, like, the memories you get from hunting is kind of as much of a trophy as anything else.
Yeah.
And to go out and like create negative fucking memories to like look back on and just, God, that fucking sucked. Like, it's way more fun and enjoyable to just go out and understand, like, if we get something, it's a byproduct of like us having fun out here. Like, we're not trying to, like, it's not the number one goal. The number one goal is to like go out, hang out, be with your friends and laugh, have a good time, enjoy your time. Like, at the end of the day, nobody's fucking out here starving because we can't buy meat at the store, right? Ideally, that's, the ideal is being able to do that and live off of the land and do all those things. But the reality is 99.9% of the country doesn't do that, nor can do that. And that small percent or, you know, fraction of a percent that actually do it year in and year out, like, they're probably not like us, you know, as far as their jobs or their, you know, where they live.
I was just going to say, or they live in Ohio.
Yeah. I mean, but even those people are like, fuck, I'm going to eat some beef.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure there's a lot of people who like, cause also like in Washington hunting stuff, everybody knows it. Like hunting in Washington, if you can get shit done in Washington, you can get shit done almost anywhere. But just to go out and like have a good time and not be a miserable fuck is the goal, right? So like that's why it's fun going out with you guys, because you know you're in for a good time. Yeah, no matter what happens, like it's gonna be fun. Like, and getting animals is like just a icing on the cake, but you know you're gonna have a fucking cake. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So it can get better, yeah, great, but everybody's in here having a good time. Obviously we all want to do this and get something. That's the point. But you know, I think making sure you're going out with people who have that same idea and can trip out on, you know, the fucking squirrels and rabbits running around just as much as anything else. Like, it adds to the experience.
Just enjoying the time in the mountains and in the woods.
Yeah,
is maybe the biggest point. And I think you said it last year. You were talking about moving at the pace of the woods. And that I think that's important we're also caught in the hamster wheel of the grind, you know, alarm clock, hustle into work all day, tired as shit, sitting in traffic, grinding home, and then just burn the fuck out. Even if you can just get a week of moving at the pace of the woods, where the whole idea is to go slow because you're stalking.
Yeah.
And it kind of doesn't force you. You're doing it by choice because you're in the game of hunting, but what you don't realize is you're slowing your entire cadence down. And after a week of that, it feels so weird to come back and so uncomfortable.
Well, you don't realize how much of society and success, well, you know, to get these crazy structures and things that we have, you know, it takes stuff going so fast paced, and for things to go fast paced,
it doesn't have to go fast paced.
It does have to fast paced.
For it to go fast paced.
It has to go fast paced and not fight with other systems a ton. The reason hunting
I call bullshit.
No, the reason hunting's interesting,
we're coming back to this.
And like the deer or the rabbit, like you say, slow down to the pace of the woods, but it's like, yeah, for them, you might bump some deer and they'll stand there for an hour. And they're just looking, kind of a little, you know, and they're just, for an hour, a deer will look, and that's because its life depends on it. It's not moving fast or slow. It's just, this is to be completely sure.
Do you think deer even have a concept of time?
Well, yeah, a little bit, because if
they may
they're
not
like,
even be aware.
If something's charging me, I know I have this amount of time.
Think about like a clock is a false construct. So if you didn't know what time is, would you ever even consider whether you would if you didn't have the concept of time, would it matter to you if you stood still for a minute versus 10 hours?
Yeah, because if we're two Neanderthals and I throw a rock at your head and you're determining how quick it's coming, that gives you the ability to say, I need to like duck real fast.
Yeah, but
or
that's
duck
as
slow.
something is happening. But
so
if everybody's still and the deer is just looking at you, you know how they do. Yeah. And they think they've seen something and now they're just being still. Do you think it matters to them if they're still for a minute versus an hour? I think to them it's the same. Yeah. Because I don't think time matters one bit.
I think they feel.
Eat. Yeah.
I think they're hungry. I think they're
maybe,
like, oh, like I need to get back to where I'm going to bed down or wherever I bed down or I'll bed down there. But when the light is going,
I bet they could find their bed down spot within minutes if they need to.
Yeah, but I'm just talking like as far as light, like I think that's really what controls.
Yes, I agree with that.
What they're doing, and to what Mike's saying, like they. And what you're saying, I think you guys are both agreeing on this. They have to react on what is moving around them.
Yeah.
So if you're just floating in space, what does time matter? Or is it like if you have a bunch of shit moving around you super quick, time kind of matters. When things are moving, you know, which is why, again, like I think when you're in society, that it's a New York minute, right? It's fucking super quick. But you go out to the country where there's less people, less fucking shit moving around you. It's a little bit slower.
Yeah.
You know?
Last winter when I was off work, it felt like once I slowed, because it worked out perfectly to where I literally, the first week off was the opening week of deer season. So I went hunting for 10 days for deer and then came back and then went again for elk by myself. But that slowed my rhythm down, slowed my cadence down.
Yeah.
And the next 4 months until this most recent project started felt like a long fucking time. But I think it's because I had slowed my time down. And so when you're always rushing, it feels like your time flies by.
Yeah.
And so I think there's something to the sort of experience or consciousness of time that when you slow your own rhythm down, suddenly you feel like you have a lot more of it. Or you experience it as a
You
longer.
feel it
It's almost like
going.
your experience becomes longer
Yeah.
through the same period.
But don't
I'd agree with that.
the faster you go, the more you slow.
The more it disappears.
you slow time down, though. If an
You're-
object
That's
is
maybe
moving-
Einstein was full of shit because
No.
from my own personal experience, yeah, I don't think general relativity is completely correct. to be
should
honest.
apply to everything then. If because it does. Like if you do a lot in your life, you get more life. It's like if you figure out the cheat code for success in
The
life,
harder you like, from a guy like you should know, from having a day job and a side business and constantly be going, the time just slips by, like disappears.
yeah, but
you're
it's
not
also
getting
because
more.
I'm
You're-
making the more
You are not getting more.
I'm able to do more and have more things, assets, and hopefully I use them well for the future. And it's able to provide me a life where I can do these hunting trips in a post-Biden economy. We're all trying to survive. So eggs are $92 a dozen, and I'm still hanging in there. But if I didn't do all that, I wouldn't be able to do as much other things in my life, maybe hunting trips or, be able to do certain things. So
I
the
think-
more I'm able to make life happen faster, if I'm able to double my speed.
What did you do to your fingers again?
Oh, it's paint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought you smashed it.
Pigeon fight, dude.
I was like-
He's going for my fries. It's down by the waterfront.
Snapped him in the beak.
I think that if you had time to slow down for a few months, some sort of creativity would sort of pop out and you would find a way to make equal or greater income doing something that didn't drain you.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Creativity,
you
dude.
could take
OnlyFans.
pictures of my toes tonight if you want.
Yeah, dude.
With or not paint.
It's going to be painted with something else, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but look at like an Elon. He played the system so well, he broke through the system, right? Like I was just a programmer, but now I write the program.
But I think a lot of people follow their creative side from the get-go. And some of us, for whatever not because anything was necessarily wrong, but just by life choices and circumstances, a lot of us get pulled into the grind.
But it's like, is there a way that you enjoy your grind? Your grind is beneficial to your life and it provides crazy money. Like if you work crazy hard and you
you're
make
right. There was a
70
time
grand,
when I loved it. I felt so good about it. And then something broke. And I think that something being broke is I can see the matrix. And it's not ones and zeros in computer code like in the movie. It's learned behavior. It's behavioral engineering. And once I realized what it was, then it's one of those like you can't go back moments where like, oh fuck, now I know. And so now I can't bear it.
I think, all of that ultimately, like, you have to have places to draw that experience from.
Yes. And you're also right. You have to have a foundation.
It's why, like, you see people move to New York and California from places that are a little bit slower or way slower, and then they go and do it, and then they go back home and they kind of settle, like, oh, that couple years I spent doing that, or they just fucking stay and get sucked into the cycle.
You're 100% correct that you have to have a foundation And so I've been working since I was 15 years old. That's 30 years. I've created my foundation. And that's why I turned in my resignation at work, is because now it's like, well, this serves me to a point. But is that your mom?
No.
Oh.
Your mom.
But that
Yeah, tell her I said hi.
I've gotten to a point where I feel like my foundation is secure and I'm ready to pursue something that like means something to me.
Yeah.
Not just a job.
Yeah. I mean, you have to have. Yeah. No, I agree. But there is a point in time where everybody has to, like, you know, it's like emotionally, right? You have to have highs and lows to really know the difference.
Yes.
And with time, you have to experience fast and slow times to know the difference.
Yeah.
And then you know what you like more, but you have to experience things to find out if you like it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't. Well, yes, because the
Right.
moments are the
Right,
most
that's what college is
important
for.
thing.
That's-
Yes,
Right.
That's
the
why Jordan was
moments.
pushing it in when
Yeah.
Mike was saying pull it out.
Yeah.
And I knew what he wanted because I've experienced. I mean, never mind.
But
What was
like that faulty mic though, staying in one spot doesn't do anything. The action, like it just existing is it, but the time with the interaction of you making change is the big thing. Like a kiss is like seems so trivial, but like in that
Hey, I
book
don't know.
of
Let's
time.
try. Right here.
Yeah, but you know what it'll do is that action. It's not just contacting things.
I'll tell you what it'll
It's
do.
it's creating heat. Like
you
thermodynamics
bet your
is
sweet ass.
Good
happening,
Lord.
right?
Is this whole podcast getting gay right now?
It's getting on track.
Gay
It's
physics.
getting straight on track. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it ain't straight. I'll tell you that.
It's about to become straight.
Well, sorry, Mom.
Time's crazy.
Yeah. So back to the woods, huh?
Yeah,
Hang
it's
on.
kind of like picking.
Keep going, Mike. I liked where you were going.
Oh shit!
You lost it.
Leave me alone.
That rabbit hole.
God.
I was thinking when you guys were talking about, it takes a lot of thought going into picking your hunting partner.
Yeah.
And you want your group and stuff. It is kind of like asking you, like your buddy, your bro, to go like.
It's a mandate. It's
to
100%
but
a
it's
relationship.
like it's forest prom.
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
right.
you're like, dude, will you go to the forest prom with me?
Hey, you're in my top four. I'm inviting my top four favorites.
Yeah. I'll pick you up on Thursday.
And my kids because I have to.
Yeah. But it's
chaperones.
forest prom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. But you're like you said though. I was thinking of that because it is. I didn't grow up hunting. I started hunting at like 30, and instantly bit into it. And so I had to kind of find out what it was and find people and bring people in and navigate, but it's like, I do enjoy like the kind of group I got where it's a bunch of different people from different kind of backgrounds, but they're all about getting it. Everyone has different philosophies.
What's
but
nice
everyone
about
can
Dan and Ben and James is that there's no fuss. Like we all hang out in camp. Everybody's kind of got a plan the next day. And if you're not doing what somebody else, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like,
you can
you
do
go
your
do
own
you. We're
thing.
going to go
We'll
do
meet
us.
back.
We'll see you back here at noon for steak and eggs.
Yeah. But like Jordan was saying, some people, it's like they're busy and they come to the woods and they're like, nothing's died yet. Why aren't we having meat in the camp? He's like, I'm going to yell at this guy. Dude, you're not doing this right. No, maybe I need to come up with the plan and become the leader. Yeah, that's what we need. I'll be the hunt leader. Mm-hmm. And it's like, dude, some people, and I've had to bail from people for that reason.
You had somebody try to assign themselves as the hunt leader?
People get weird. They're like,
Can you guys start calling me that in camp?
But that's what you said earlier, hunt leader. No, that's your boy here. I'm bringing a rocking chair this year and a corncob pipe, and I'll just sit there and be the hunt leader.
Bullhorn.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there?
Dude, dressed as the January 6th shaman. Yeah. Our hunt leader.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But like people, like you said earlier,
Tell us more about this
a,
motherfucker.
No, people have a lot of ego in hunting, right? And
Like the hunt leader.
Yeah, like the hunt leader. And just, you guys don't know what's happening out here. Let me tell you how to do every exact thing and stuff like that. And it's not fun Part of it is like, yeah, give me tips and tricks, but I need to go explore and set time, you know?
Yeah, I need to learn myself in a certain setting.
I need to get in touch with me.
Well, I mean, there's a certain level of like when you go, like, because I know guys who have gone hunting and they go out with people and the people do everything but pull the trigger for them.
Yeah.
It's like, what did you learn?
That? Yeah.
You know, or like, what you go in on a guided hunt? Like, I'm not knocking guided hunts or anything, but I'm just like, it's not the same. So it's like, did you gain? It's like, oh yeah, I gained a lot. Like they showed me how to do all this different stuff. And it's like, cool. Like, all right, right on. Like, then go repeat it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, well, cool.
Yeah.
Have fun. But when people, and that's a different, when you're going, that's kind of the nice thing about learning and going with people who like know more and you just like, you can like follow their lead.
So I love Dan, dude. He's my guru.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
We all have these people we meet that show us a way.
Mm-hmm. But then, like when you follow that like subscription of that, or like it's like, okay, that's the way, cool. But then like there's other ways.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And like to be able to admit that when you're going and like I think going and having success again like comes down to like what is it that we're actually looking for, right? And I think a lot of people are just so bloodthirsty that it like if they don't get an animal, it wasn't successful, and then they lose the track of like the shit they learned or didn't
maybe
learn.
it's like Instagram ego society that it's like they need to feel like they did the thing, right?
Yeah, I think conquered it.
I got the gold medal.
Yeah, conquered it. Like they definitely like have something to show, and like I get that too because I mean nobody wants to get fucking peg soup, right? Like,
that sucks.
But that's just the reality of most people who go hunting, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay, right? Like it just is what it is, and some people are way more about it than others, and they'll like work until they get it. But then like the thing is like I think there's guys who are dialed. They have a tactics and things that they do that like really get them on to animals. But I also think that those people have spent a lot of time finding where the animals are.
Yeah.
And do a good job of knowing where the animals are, and then they put themselves in those positions, and then they can kind of they up their chances by putting themselves into like game territory.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of people who go out to the woods and it's like, oh, there's just not many animals out here. Yeah. Or they were here and they don't stay here this time of the year. So you see, sign, but the sign isn't fresh, or the sign isn't like it was here last week, but that's because it was moving through and it was going way over here to the next fucking spot. And like, I think some people who are like killing they say like, 10% of the guys kill 90% of the animals. Mm-hmm. I think those 10% are the guys who like have taken the time to find the pockets,
know the movements,
and
they
put themselves into those situations.
Yep.
It's also a commitment. If you want to be a good hunter, you're 100%. Pretty much a guide, and like you're spending trips like weekends all through it, like maybe once a month, if not more, going camping for 2-3 days and scouting the animals and checking cams. But it's tough to get when you have a family or you have obligations, you know.
But that's like when you go out and you find a spot and you're like, oh, this is great. And then all of a sudden it gets blown up or
we're back to that hamster wheel of the grind, keeping you from doing things that would make you feel good so that you can just spin that wheel.
Yeah, but I have to do that grind to get the tools a lot of time to make it feel good.
You have to do the grind. The grind is the grind. And Tobin had to do the grind for 30 years.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, so it's not that like
until the foundation is built, it doesn't have to be 30 years. I think that now lessons for my kids and for Christy's kids is that you can take care of that foundation by the time you're 30 if you know what you're doing.
Go through the
and you understand what you're doing.
Yeah,
I think 10 years of going through the suck.
But the other thing is like you have to.
But we didn't know. Nobody told us. Our parents believed the grind was the way until death.
Yeah, but
that's because the dollar was worth more, so you could work for so many less dollars.
I think it was just a post-industrial revolution learned behavior.
The grind gave you the accolades that you can now
Yes.
like
use
fall
for
back
creation.
on.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to open up training Northwest South or whatever the hell, right? Like
Training Northeast.
Northeast.
Fuck you, Tobin.
Southwest.
Yeah.
Northwest.
But Northern West.
Yeah.
Top left training.
Yeah.
Anyway, if I wanted to do that and I didn't have like my background was like, oh, I like shooting.
archery.
I like shooting guns.
Yeah.
Like, I think you'd be better at if I was just to go, hey, I like archery. I'm going to start a Training Northwest archery or whatever. I'd have a better chance of doing that than going, you know what? I'm going to start a tactical shooting thing. What's your background? Shooting guns is rad.
I'm really good at wrestling.
I've done it.
I've done it.
But
went to rifleman
but there's no I went to this Training Northwest place and that's
print out your own certificate.
Yeah, that's my
signed by the president, dude. What any more questions?
Yeah.
Says Trump right there.
Yeah. Trump in his handwriting. Pretty recognizable signature.
You might know this guy.
That's stained from the mac sauce that fell off.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
You can tell this guy's got big hands. But if I was to do that, like, and start a company, it wouldn't have the same pull from somebody who was in 2nd Ranger Battalion and has done the things you've done and, like, has, like, those credentials, right? So having those credentials, going into the grind and, like, giving yourself that, like, kind of led you to this point.
Yes.
So you have to have something you can pull from. So, like, maybe by the time you're 30, you can come out and, you were all done with that stuff, but you were also decompressing from that too. And finding your next fucking thing.
Entering into the next, it was more like the next round of insecurity. And so then you find the apprenticeship and you're like, oh God, if I just stick it out for a couple of years, then I'll get some security in the form of income, right? Mm-hmm. And so then you get to
which isn't fucking important.
It is. But it's also
income is it's number one most fucking important thing we can, like, let's not kid ourselves. It is super fucking important to know you have an income and can, like, live.
Yes.
And if you don't have that, you're fucked.
But I think you can do it in a way that doesn't drain you the way the grind drains people.
100%. But at the same time, like, not all artists are going to be able to, like, survive, which is why they say poor, starving artists, right? I see a guy who's fucking make badass, and I'll tell you what, there's a guy in Lake Stevens who makes wood art, and he, like, grinds it and sells it on the fucking side of, what's that one?
Norms.
And it's getting better. Like, it's
been
getting
doing it
better
for a while.
Is he doing the chainsaw carving?
Yeah.
Or what's he?
And it's like, the first 5 years ago, I'd see it and I was like, what the fuck?
I might have to go get myself a Sasquatch.
Yeah. Now you see it and it's like, that's kind of, so you've seen it too. Yeah. But it's like, that shit gets better.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I want a Sasquatch.
I can't imagine that guy's over there fucking just like, I love to fucking make wood art. It's like, some people are making a lot of money selling wood art, but most people who are making wood art ain't making shit.
Yeah, but that guy's not going for it. Do you think he has an Instagram page?
Who knows?
He's by a taco truck now. Even more props.
Oh, dude, shit.
A keg place and a taco truck, and you sell wood carvings?
Yeah.
Stand by. I'm 4 beers and a tacos El Pastor away from getting that shit. And I want the 6-footer. I don't mean some little sissy statue.
250, dude. 250. I know, like there's certainly, like, you see people who follow their heart and their mind, like, everything their art, and it's certainly, like, can be lucrative, and it doesn't grind on you, and it gives you more time, and the benefits definitely can outweigh the negatives. But like I said, I think you just have to have you have to have both sides of it.
Yes.
You can't just go, I'm going to be an artist from the time you're fucking 5. And maybe you can. Maybe you do. Maybe that works out. But you'll never know what it's like to be able to go, oh, well, I'm getting up every morning and going and doing this. Do you have to? I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, but it's like, being a business owner is being an artist, because you're like, all right, this is what I do. This is my expression. Maybe it's not art. It's a service or a trade or a skill.
Yeah,
but I
Rifleman
do
Camp
it
was a
well.
creation.
Yeah, right. So it is like, all right, this is my art and my project.
It's your baby. Yeah.
It's just, it's being a business owner and an artist. It's similar in that, and you're putting this thing out with your name behind it. But the difference is it's way easier to be a businessman because it's easier to get people to give money to you. I feel, for just product or service, not like a big creation. And like, you know, art is one thing, but everyone needs a driveway swept. You know, I feel it's easier to make money than to create art, you know? And so like that system of being like, all right, I'm just gonna, this time I would spend commuting or doing this stuff, I'm just gonna go door to door and hand out pamphlets and put flyers in the mail to leaf blow areas, you know? And eventually it builds and it builds and it builds and it builds. But it's weird that where art, it sells, and then maybe the reputation of it, like, oh, that's a Kozak, and you know, it was in his chaotic depressed.
Smells salty.
Yeah, it's crusty too. Yeah. But it's like, oh, that's a cool piece of art. But like a service gets you word of mouth and reputation, and that continues.
Well, so does art.
It does, but not as much. Like the ability to give, yes, you can give me money, but usually over a long time. To art, to get really crazy, it either has to be bought up by a company, and like this, you know, Kim Kardashian Skim sponsors David Fwantoon, you know, or some dude, or it's like that person has to die and their stuff becomes worth more stuff, or it's super rare, like Hitler's fucking hand knit nightie or something.
I think something we can all agree on with it is the thought of getting passionate about something oftentimes like is more about the entrepreneurship thing is like, comes from the point of I want to make money doing something I like doing, or I want to do this. It seems to, as opposed to something I want to just go do and I'll figure out a way to make money with it. So what comes first? Like, is it the urge?
Good business model.
Is it the urge to go, I want to make money and I want to do it?
We all want to make money.
Or is it, I'm going to go do something I like and I'll figure out how to make money doing it?
If you can float yourself, do it and do what you like. But it's usually, like you said, we all got to suck the dick of life, you know? So it's like,
I think we live in a debt slavery system where even if
forever,
you want, even if you want like a phone, right? You're beholden to this contract of your future hours are already under contract, at least a number of them, because now you have this 12-month thing where you have to pay $60 every month, right? So from the moment you sign that, now all of a sudden you've signed away a piece of your future to fulfill that contractual obligation. I think that if, like, this would be really difficult to do in modern society, but if you could take an 18-year-old and say, hey, do not sign up for jack and shit, and you're going to have to live out, like, you can only live with what you own. You cannot finance anything. You cannot get any monthly subscription. You could become sort of truly free, and then you could follow whatever is exciting to you. But the moment you start signing away your future time to fulfill obligations, that goes away.
Well, the moment you want worldly possessions.
But that cell phone can be used to create money. You can have a business
that is
plan.
also true.
So
right.
it's like, no.
Creating enough money can also set you free.
Yeah.
Because money itself is stability and peace of mind within the game.
The fact of the matter is, any of us can retire today if we want.
Doing it.
But
we're moving somewhere dirt poor to ride this one out.
What that means is, like, you have to give up wants.
It's
easier to give up something you want than make the money to do it. Than fucking.
One of the reasons.
Yeah, but it's fun becoming a business owner and the 100%. Challenges and learning and doing this stuff. It's like earning a higher level of belt. You know, it sucks during the grind, but you look back and you're like, shit, I know this, I know that. Like that art and stuff. Yeah, your art will keep getting better, but to get people to give you money, the longer you do it, the better you get at it too. Just like anything, you never start great. But I feel
I think it's about creating value and something that is valuable to other people.
Ooh, shit. That one had a little back pressure.
Right.
Hot diggity. That's one of those Mexican
Enjoy that
beers. That's one of those
warm beer.
Mexican beers. You never know how hot that fucking cap is coming off. I think that part of doing something that's important or fulfilling to you leads to you enjoying it more and it becoming a higher value product. Because if it's just something you're like, I gotta go do this today, you don't give all of you.
Well,
can you enjoy
the reason Rifleman Camp always goes off so well is because I give 100% of me to it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like when you're doing something for yourself, you do become a little bit more energetic in it. There's certainly times where you're like, I don't like this aspect of it. And it's like, that's when you get to like really get creative and go, oh, well, how do I don't like this aspect of it. And I need that aspect. So maybe I need to figure out a way to get somebody here to do that aspect of it. And that's going to be giving the money. So maybe that ends up being, I'm going to grow my business a little bit. And that's going to be, I'm stepping over here and releasing this task and the trust that it's going to be done right and making sure, but also I have to like pay somebody to do that now.
Yeah.
So what does that end up looking like? So like you get to do this whole nother thing and it's like, now do I want to do more paperwork and make sure people are doing the shit they want to do and more managerial tasks? Or do I want to do the thing that I set out to do and have fun doing it? So like, do I grow a business or do I find, or do I?
Well, I think the question is, can I enjoy the process? I don't love paint and stickers. I'm not like an artist where I'm doing paintings and all kinds of shit and showing you guys and do all this stuff I've made. I found a way to make money painting and putting stickers on things. Now, if it was something I loved or I knew about, no one's going to pay me the money to teach jiu-jitsu that I get putting paint and stickers on cars and vehicles. But in doing so, I can enjoy the process
I think Dr.
of
Professor's
the job.
Pot Shop and Dojo would be a smashing success.
He's sleeping. Our door guy.
Wake him up.
Yeah.
Class is starting in 15 minutes.
But that's what I mean. Like, I love jiu-jitsu and it'd be way easier to teach that. But can I find a way to love what I do with stickers and paint? Do I love the process of taking something and changing it and making it nice where people are like, wow, that looks good? Can I enjoy what it's like to have, there is something nice about work and going from someone self-employed for a long time to working with someone and more people is a team mentality. We preach it all the time about the gym, but people relying on you and you relying on them, like it feels good to accomplish, like to feel wanted, but also usually when you do stuff in tandems or trandom or quadrum or all the isms, you're able to accomplish more because the more hands you have or specialized skills, the greater the end product is. So there is something nice to being like, can I see like where this can lead? And that's advancements and all this stuff.
Building a team, whatever your industry is, building a team is another form of creativity.
Yeah. Being a good team leader.
Right. But so what, to your guys' point of growing a business, sometimes the creation may just be the fact that you built a team that functions really well together.
Dude, as soon as your business gets huge, what are you hiring Jordan for and what are you hiring me for? I want job title specifics.
Is this show rated R? Can I say?
Well,
X.
I hope it's on the. Uh-oh. Am I gay Mike now?
Trandom?
Don't let Trandom.
Yeah.
Dr. Professor Trandom?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I think that there's definitely I think there's definitely a way to like
oil's
make
cool, right?
Well,
But I don't love oil. But if someone was like, hey, we want you to run this oil refinery, it's like, holy shit, I can make this much selling and buying, and like we can we're drilling with this new product, and it's like it'd be cool, you know, to move mountains a little bit and have the ability to have impact, to change, to create lower cost energy for citizens, to create phones or gadgets that connect and help even hospital stuff. And email seems simple, but it's like, dude, results are instantly exchanged between doctors, which probably means life-saving things when, we need a medicine, but it's 10 minutes out and he has 8 minutes to live.
Technology is like so far advanced. What's that new like programming thing where it's like, I'm programming, but it'd be like me going and programming. It's like you're not a programmer, but you're using like AI to program.
Yeah.
Right. So you're creating shit.
It dumbs it down.
Yeah. So you're able to do it. Right. Like, so I can't remember what that's called. There's some word for that, but
fake.
No, I mean, you're creating an app, but you're just doing it with AI as opposed to like sitting there coding it yourself.
You just tell it. It's verbal coding. So, like, you could write a sentence by typing it, or you could just say I want this and this and this, that and that and that. It's just like a speech program for coding.
It's just helping you bring your
it's dumbing down.
Yeah. It fills in the blank, right? So, like, AI is taking a lot of, there's starting to be some.
They're taking our jobs.
I want AI to take my job.
Yeah. Well, it's just, it's just one of those things, right? Like, I think building businesses could be a fun thing to do to a certain point, and then you just got to release it and start the next
business.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what I imagine, like having a bunch of ideas and like starting something and getting it going and kind of growing it to a certain level, or sticking with it if you like it, but then like being able to like sell it. Like grow a business to a certain thing and then sell it and go to the next. And go.
I'm a high risk investment opportunist. I buy small entrepreneurial equities and establish capital as soon as they start to profit. It's my basic model and structure.
Duh.
Bitch and ditch.
Pump and
prestige worldwide.
So I don't know. I think that would be kind of the way to move.
Dude, you're a fucking slumlord of small business, Short. That's how you're getting rich, dude. You guys work late and hard.
I got 4 teriyaki restaurants and a sushi spot.
Yeah.
You know how many dry cleaners I own?
Dude, I'm telling you.
Laundromats and car washes are 2 of the
easiest way to launder your money.
Easiest ways to launder your money, but also
Cash
2
business,
of like
baby.
the best known ways to create passive income.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
cool. I want prostitutes and homeless guys sleeping in my facilities all the time. That sounds like a perfect loitering spot, dude. I don't want no loitering.
Turn on that
in my
automatic
business.
car wash, Mike.
Yeah.
Spray him. Now we got wet hose. Oh my god!
Give him a free undercarriage wash.
That undercarriage does need a
hot wax.
That's right.
Who knows? Who knows? There's just so many different ways to make money that I feel like that's like I want to do a contest of just like $500 who can like do something and make the most money in like a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be fun.
Isn't that kind of what some of those like reresearch grants are for though? Like, hey, if you can figure out nuclear fission, we'll give you $5 million.
There's tons of money towards funding.
But there's smaller scale examples of that we haven't heard of that are probably more attainable for.
Dude, I could figure out nuclear fission.
A diaper that bags the dog's poo.
Exactly.
Here's $200,000. Do what you want.
Yeah.
Or you just figure out. I kind of think that once you have built a good foundation and then figure out what moves you. Like I literally can't stay in construction. It's my ability to pay attention to it has decreased so fast that it was almost out of responsibility that I put in notice. Because I was like, I'm not capable of fulfilling my position anymore.
You know how
my mind will not stay here.
You know how in old school Andy Dick does that blowjob class? Maybe you could do that. I mean, you're looking
go get a cucumber, fella. Let me show you what a professional looks like.
I mean, well, what are you passionate about? You know what I mean?
Cucumbers, bananas,
hot dogs.
certain squashes.
Yeah.
Any elongated fruit. Anything that looks like Pinocchio's nose. I'm into.
Let's take a pee break.
Pee break. Pretty good at that. I can beatbox. No, I can't.
Can you?
Actually, no.
Cruising altitude.
Oh, we hit pause. Maybe I'll try. It's not something that gets recorded, gentlemen.
Oh my God. What did we leave off with? We went from like hunting buddies to some rabbit holes.
Oh, Hunter's Prom.
Hunter's Prom.
The Woodsman's Ball.
Yeah, the Woodsman's
The
Ball.
Woodsman's Ball.
The Woodsman's Ball.
Boys, the Woodsman's Ball is a sacred time of year when you ask your bro friend who's coming in the woods with you. Yeah. The Woodsman's Ball is always an exciting time.
You
I'm
know, and
I'm
it's always
excited that
fucked
my
up.
friend Mike has a double wall tent and a heater.
Yeah. Well, when you do ask your friend to the Woodsman's Ball, it is kind of, they always go, "Hey, can I bring a buddy?"
I gotta bring somebody new this year, and you're like, oh,
That'll break your
No,
heart.
yeah, they go, "Hey, I've got a guy friend." You're like, God, a guy friend? I thought it would just
Really?
be you and me out here. But now you're going to bring a guy friend. It is a lot like dating.
another man.
Yeah,
huh?
you go, hey,
It's a lot like
there's
dating.
another man.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah. Can he sit as long as I can?
that's right. Yeah, can he even shoot? He can shoot. Does he even know what he's doing?
Yeah. I bet his chili sucks. Yeah. But will he bring beer?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's
drink
a
all-
difficult one because there is something to that when you start going, you add another person, it's like,
Well, that's what I mean. Like I said earlier, it's like
But
I
at some
enjoy.
point, you were that guy too.
Nah, but you can be well, yeah, you can be that guy. But that provides the opportunity for someone to come to your group that doesn't hunt well with you. You know, like we were saying earlier, you know, you can get weird people hunting and they go nuts. They lose it. They're like, this is tough, and they struggle. And some people embrace the struggle. They form a new plan. They execute it. They learn from that. They form another plan. They execute, you know, and it's like, all right, that's persistent. And they're not like crazy. Some people, they have a little bit of failure in their plan and they kind of go nuts, you know, and they turn into the dick or the asshole. So getting that person, that can be nuts, having someone new come into your group that throws it completely off.
I think that's why like a good, you know, telltale sign is the jiu-jitsu thing. If you know how somebody rolls, you kind of know how they'll handle being out there.
Stress. Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit of the like,
Yeah.
you know,
things going sideways.
if they roll with it or if they'll get, you know, worked up or if they'll just be able to hang, right? Like there's something to be said about like just going with the flow.
Being a good hang.
Yeah.
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 So.
Dude, Dave told that story about there was a firehouse and some new rookie came into the room and like all the guys were watching a movie and they're all like in their uniform stuff, but they all had their shirts off. And two guys walked in, two probation guys, and one of them just looked at like everyone and was like, oh, that's weird. And then the other guy looked at everyone, just took his shirt off and sat down with them. And it's like, yeah, that's what you're looking for, you know, but that's what it is. Sometimes someone's just a good hang that gets it, you know? So it's like that translates to so many things, whether that's style or just holding this space or, you know, we're sitting here waiting forever. And somehow some people can make it easier or they contribute more. Some people sleep. No, that wasn't. I was going to say some people are sleeping and some people are glassing, but it's like, you know, but then they wake up and they glass. But then
in my mind, it's equally as acceptable to do either.
yeah, you can
Like
whatever. You're still out there.
There's no requirement that you be on your binoculars when we're sitting and watching. Napping is 100% on the table.
Well, you got to glass a little bit. If you go up there and you never pull out your binos, it's like, what are we doing? Yeah.
I was saying,
Dude,
I don't give a fuck.
You pull out of your bino harness a little like
Yeah, sure.
pillow,
Listen,
compress.
yeah. Get some Skittles, maybe.
Yeah, snack.
What is that, a melatonin? It's just wind checker. No.
Well, you know, you
You got to hunt a little.
I've gotten more tired the more I've gone out.
Hunting.
Where it's just like, yeah, I'm going to take a nap. Like,
Well, yeah.
it's so nice to go out there
We've
and
noticed.
just pass out. Because there's not, I mean,
It's quiet.
Jordan
it's
gets
peaceful.
tipped over.
what's that?
I said Jordan gets tipped over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's down.
But, you know,
But I think that is, in my mind, that's fine.
yeah, fuck yeah, it is. I also know I'm not going to wake up and be the shooter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm here to pack some shit out if we get something great. But like right now, I'm fucking sleeping. You know?
I can't shoot. I just got visited by the Sandman.
Yeah.
There's something in my eye.
There's too many of them. There's too many of them. Gotta wipe the sleep out. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've done both, right? Where I've done like the days where you're out there and you're just like charging hard, doing, you know, a 14-mile fucking hike, trying to get to spots and glass and like, and it's like, well, that's not right. And then I've done days where you're fucking find one spot and sit. I've done days where you go out into the woods and find a trail and sit on a trail and just kind of wait. You know, it just, you got to find fucking animals. Like, you got to go out. Yeah. But one thing I do think I'm getting more, and I think it might just be like as I get older and I'm getting more stressed with work or like take on more role, like recharging my batteries, like laying down on the ground and passing out in like the woods.
You're grounding.
I feel so fucking good.
Yeah.
And it just...
Do you go face
instantly.
down?
I have. I've gone face down. I'll go face down.
Face down, ass up.
I'll go ass up. Yeah, dude. Some people say that. Most of the time, when I do that, I make sure my belt's on real tight.
Yeah.
So, no idea.
He ties his jacket around his waist,
the
too.
The problem with hunting is that the position induces naps, like because you want to find yourself in a propped up position to look over somewhere, but you're always like a little kinked back, so your head
like,
can just slowly tip back.
I'll never forget.
It's fantastic.
Turkey hunting. When we went turkey hunting, we kind of got on some turkeys, and they were right there, right? Then fucking, he shall not be named, Stephen Hand, fucking comes trouncing through the woods. It's like, you motherfucker. But
you guys seen anything?
I was like, no.
There ain't shit here.
Yeah, it was funny. But there was one day me and Nathan went out and we're fucking, and I must have passed out within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And Nathan just like, you motherfucker. I'm like, and he's sitting there.
He's just stuck sitting with you.
Yeah, he's like, where the fuck? And I'm just like completely happy just to fucking fall asleep right here. It's like, dude, they can be hunting. I hope they get something. I'm going to catch some Z's. But I need it. Like, I don't sleep normally, but like to go hunting and like have that, like just find a spot in the woods and fall asleep. Feels so good. And the amount of times I've woken up to animals.
Yeah, usually.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, done it. Yeah.
And I don't know if it's like their
presence is what sort of startles you awake.
Well, yeah, there's been a couple times where it's like, I went to, the last time I was actually modern, one of the last times I went modern firearm hunting and had a tag in my pocket, it was years ago. And it was in, not Omak, what's that? The Okanagan. Mm-hmm. And it was a fucking pumpkin patch out there. It was just absolutely ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And you're here fucking shooting, going like right and left.
Was that when we went above Chelan?
No, that was the last time I went. Okay. No, that was the last time I went modern firearm. But a couple years before that, I went to Okanagan, maybe like 5 or 6 years before that. So I guess it was a long time ago. Anyway, I was just like, I was freaked out. I was like, it sounds like you hear a shot every like 30 minutes.
Oh, damn.
You were hearing some sort of a shot, and it was like...
It's a good hunting spot in season, though.
Yeah, but there's also 150 people within a mile of you.
Do you ever hear a snap or a crack, or you always just hear a boom?
Oh, you just hear boom, boom, boom.
But I mean,
and like some people on quads and fucking riding around, and like you're running into people. So like
it's like that up where we go, above wherever.
I can't fucking do it.
I won't say it, Mike. But
the second
what
spot
I will
post,
say is that
it
only takes 3 miles of walking to get away from everybody.
Well, I understand that, but I'm on a
takes a lesson.
I'm on a fucking trip with my dad and my cousin, and it just wasn't. It was not what I wanted to do. He lives out there, and it was a little more. It was like, okay, this was cool to see. Never do it again. So I found a spot in some rocks that were. It was like a perfect.
So anyway, start blasting.
It was a perfect burrow.
I'm hunting for a fucking spot to sleep.
He's denned up.
Because all of a sudden, I fucking
this spot's no good. I'm going down.
I'm hearing gunshots everywhere, and I'm like, those rocks right there. I'm putting my back against that shit, and then all of a sudden, I found like a perfect little like burrow exactly, and I fucking pulled myself into that.
Yeah, foxhole, dude.
I foxholed in, dude. 100%. Like I was trudged in, and I wake up probably, who knows, 30, 40 minutes later, 20, I don't know, probably an hour and a half.
Next morning.
Yeah. I wake
Does
up.
time even matter at that point?
Time did not exist. Yeah. Everything was slow, so time was going slow, not fast. I wake up, and there's two deer right in front of me. And it's just like, oh, fuck. Look at that.
You're all curled up in your little... Yeah. I just imagine you looking out a hole in a cave.
No, I just like leaned forward, and I was like... And all of a sudden, they saw me. And I think I snored myself awake. You know, when you kind of like... Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I just see those deer. And they were kind of like start trotting. And it was just like, oh, there goes that opportunity. But... yeah, I was just like, fuck me. Like, I'll never forget that, though, because I got scared because there was so many gunshots. I was like, fuck this. Yeah. Like, this is bad news bears over here.
Well, I think...
It was the first time I'd ever seen 2 ladies on a quad being like, you guys seen any bear? I was like, oh, shit. What's up, ladies?
Hey.
Yeah.
Is that a threesome you would have taken at the time?
At the time?
With the quad ladies bear hunting? With those ladies?
Yeah.
What's up, Shug?
Yeah, they weren't bad.
Was it like that?
They weren't bad.
Or was it smoking Marb Red 100s?
Oh, Marb Red 100s, but before the damage sets in.
Yeah. I'd say they were creeping. They were looking on the downhill slope.
That bear's got a hump on its back, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's not as.
They were looking down, going, "Yeah, we lived one," but it was like, "Oh, they're out here hunting together, shooting bears. Fucking cool."
Does that make a chick hotter?
Doesn't it?
Do you ever see those videos back in the day of oiled up girls in bikinis shooting like machine guns?
I never got that.
That do that for you?
Yeah, like the Budweiser commercials and shit.
Budweiser had chicks and ladies shooting machine guns?
Apparently, you didn't spend time in your dad's garage.
I don't remember Budweiser ever having guns.
No, it was like always like the bikini.
But
girls.
there were specific videos of girls shooting, like oiled up girls in bikini shooting machine guns specifically.
Oh, I guess
that's a genre.
Easy,
you don't know about this?
I guess I don't.
You've got to know about this, Army boy.
I don't.
All right, well, 10
I was around a bunch of sweaty boys shooting machine guns.
Hard-bodied boys?
Sweaty, hard-bodied boys.
Well, apparently our calendars are different.
America's finest, you might say.
Dude, that's a whole genre, is hot chicks. Like,
no shit.
So many dudes are into that.
Yeah, but it's like
crazy, dude.
But it's almost like a porn. But it's specifically like shoes, like the way it's like. Oh,
are you talking about the chicks they dress up in fucking body armor and hang a pistol belt off them? And
no,
okay.
No. This was big in the '80s, especially. I think it was a bunch of Vietnam guys getting over the war, and it was like calendar porn.
Yeah,
was it the same shit? Like they're just hanging like tactical gear on them.
No, they'd be like topless and stuff. It would be videos, and it would be like super fit chicks and stuff, and they'd be oiled up, And it'd be like the Hawaiian tropic, kind of like super hot.
I guess I didn't have.
And they
we
would
didn't have
be
the same
shooting
childhood.
like machine guns and stuff, like belt fed, and it was just like Commander Linda, you know, and it's like dot 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 dot, and you see their fucking tits shaking because of the machine gun shooting. It was a huge. You guys have never seen this.
No.
You act like I'm the weird
But
one.
watching you talk it out was everything I'll ever need to see.
It was huge to you for sure. I can tell. I can tell it made an impact.
Rifleman Camp 2026. I got a lot of plans and dreams for the future. We're going to have more oil than a P. Diddy party.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm just telling you, it's out there.
Yeah, look it up, guys. Look
Look it up for yourselves.
Do your own research.
It exists, though. But it's like, but then, I mean, come on, dude. There's like feet porn. Some people can't come without a foot. It's just so weird. It's like diversity is pornography. It's like whether it's crippled people, black people, Asian people, like porn's got a, dude, they've got a naked gun shooting like subcategory.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
porn
right.
covers.
There is a
people-
subcategory for everything.
Yeah,
isn't there?
and that just goes to show you, like, people can get so fixated on anything. There's probably like cheeseburger porn where someone's like, "Oh, dude, I got to see someone fucking licking a cheeseburger to come," you know. But someone has like taken something to survive and turned that into a sexual fantasy. Like you can. Porn is the most inclusive thing because people get hung up on anything and everything. You can sexualize anything eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, guns are sexy,
It takes
so
over.
you don't need much.
It's like it takes over people's one of our most primal desires and captures your attention somewhere external to like your own little bubble.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I
that's
mean?
why, like Jordan said, like the Budweiser with the hot chicks, like
I guess it's
a
no
naked
different than like
girl.
Instagram or YouTube. It's just which
Yeah.
flavor of attention grabbing can they get you with?
It's just a different form of marketing. Marketing's
But-
existed.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought we were talking about something.
We're talking about hunting buddies,
Like-
but also deep rabbit hole. fucking
What was it? The
philosophy
forest
theories.
ball? The forest
we're-
ball? The gentleman's forest
You guys
ball?
like ping pong? Every once in a while, we just sort of lob this ball back and forth, and we switch from very surface level shit to very deep level shit.
Well, but my question is,
Keep up.
where was the first time you saw that?
Hunting buddies or
No, I think it was. I think it was even in. Do you ever see that movie Jackie Brown, the Quentin Tarantino one?
yes, that's a good movie.
Remember in the beginning when fucking need my shoes? Who's that guy?
Oh God.
He's in it as the fucking Meet the Fockers.
Do his face again. Do his face again.
Yeah,
Robert. De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
fucking
Yeah, that was, I know him
These
anywhere.
fucking shoes. That's that's not good. But the face is better. But he was watching when he was in that apartment. He was watching like Machine Gun Hot, like in its 80s.
Oh, that's right.
And
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like, what the fuck is that? And I was young seeing that. I'm like, well, that's
I'm gonna look that up later.
Yeah, I gotta get one of these internet connections.
That's saved in the memory bank. Blink a couple times, get it? And then, but it's like weird things like that throughout my life have always been like, whoa, what was that? And then it's like you figure it out, you know, and you're like, oh, that's weird. And then you're like, this is a whole thing. And it's like, it started really in the 80s to like become its own thing. But it wasn't like quite porn because they weren't fully naked. It was just hot chicks shooting machine guns. And it's like Vietnam ended in 1975. And it's like, is this weird subculture post-Vietnam rebellion type porn?
All right, guys, have a good one.